I want to talk about your speaking assessment that is in 2 Thursdays, not this one, but the next one. And I want to start with the third one, which I feel is the most important. I don't want anything written down. You won't be able to look off note cards. You won't be able to have a paper in front of you. I want this to be an actual conversation and for you to kind of think on your feet. In order to help you do this, you will have 10 to 15 minutes at the start of every class from now until next Thursday to work on this. Some of the themes we've covered so far. Oh, you probably want to know how long to have your conversation. I was able to easily make it 1 minute when I did it, so I'm going to have you guys be at 45 seconds. You do need to hit 45 seconds. Even over would be great, but under you'll get some points off. Remember, I'm giving you a lot of time to practice this. So on your paper, you can see some themes we've covered so far. Feel free to add more in. Feel free, you don't have to have all of this, but again, make sure that you hit that 45 seconds. So let's take just a minute right now. I want you to get into your groups, and then we're going to do a quick activity. Let me pause here until you get into your groups. Okay, so 45 seconds might not seem like very much, or maybe it seems overwhelming, I don't know. But right now, I want you to just talk with your partners, just have a conversation, kind of stick with this 1 through 14 here, these themes that we've covered, and I will let you know when 45 seconds is up, and you can see how well you did. And go. So depending how you did, you either easily made 45 seconds or you saw how difficult it was to have a natural conversation that would hit that mark. And this tells you kind of how much time you need to invest in creating your dialogue and studying. So let's go back up to the top here. The first one, a realistic, natural flowing conversation, actions, tone of voice, expressions, and it needs to make sense. So for instance, right here, you can't just randomly ask people, like, hey, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿De dónde eres? ¿Cuál es la capital de Peru? What's your name, where you're from, what's the capital of Peru? It needs to be a natural conversation. Lots of variety is what I'm looking for. So how can I show Profe how much I've learned? Right? Don't just respond with a sí or a no. Make sure you have full and complete sentences. Maybe even ask your partner a question when you are done answering, just like a normal conversation. And also, back down here in number 3, please work with your partners and find out what will you do if your partner is absent. How will you still be able to go on? And really, after practicing 10 to 15 minutes every day to have a normal conversation, you should be able to do it without your partner. The rubric is a rough draft. Basically, up here you saw some things were in bold. So down here, so bien means you said how you were doing. Maybe you included a date or what day it was. You told your telephone number. So these words in bold are ones that I will definitely be looking for. So that should have been bold as well. Just make sure that you have at least the ones in bold. This coming Thursday, you will be doing a presentation, kind of a rough draft presentation to the class, and I will assign a group to critique you. So, let's say group A is going to critique group B. Each person in that group will have an actor that they're going to be specifically looking at, and they're going to rate that actor on the volume, articulation, enthusiasm, eye contact, pronunciation, use of the language, and then we kind of go into the group as a whole, group dynamics. Did it look like you guys are interacting with each other? And was it sufficient time? Like, if they hit 45 seconds, then obviously that'd be a 10. We'll go into this more on Thursday. I do have some quick examples for you, and this first half is actually on the handout that you have. So it's just an example. So, hi Miguel, let me present to you my friend Julia. Julia, this is Miguel. Miguel's a student in my English class. Pleased to meet you, Julia. Same here, Miguel. Well, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Where are you from? I'm from Texas. My family and I were from San Antonio. Yeah, Julia is a new student. She's my neighbor. Well, welcome to our school. I know some of these aren't words that you're familiar with, but you can get the gist of the conversation. Then there's some goodbyes here. This is not 45 seconds long. It's just a general idea. And another one I found, now, unfortunately it's in French, but I can still read it to you. Yeah, bonjour, Demi. Comment ça va? Ça va mal. Je ne suis pas content. All right. Well, in English, good morning, Demi. How are you? Oh, I'm feeling bad. I am not happy. Oh, no. Why? It's snowing. I don't like the snow. Oh, I love the snow. It's so pretty. I play with my friends in the snow. I sing. I dance. Me, I watch TV. And I eat popcorn. I don't like the cold. You like sports? No, I don't like sports. I prefer to study. That's so sad. But I'm very intelligent. So, obviously some of this conversation or vocabulary you don't know yet, like the weather, but you can see how this one went in a completely different path than this one, and they are still really good, simple conversations. So I'm going to pause here for just a couple questions, and then I'll let you get into your groups for today, just 10 minutes. Tomorrow will be 15. Adios.